Hey guys, it's David here, and welcome back to Area of Effect. Today I'm going to be doing a world boss with Xenocide, and right now we have a mount train. And I think that this video is as good of an opportunity as any to talk about the new update that was just announced today by Mary on the forum. So I'm going to be reading off basically what she said and then giving my ideas while we do the boss. So whenever they start, I'll start too, but for now I'm just gonna talk real quick. So I'm gonna call this update Mendel's Freezing because it's adding in the ice continent, content there, and also in the Mendel village, so I'm just gonna call it Mendel's Freezing because that sounds pretty funny. So first of all, here's the lore that Mary posted. For right here is going to be called the Underrealm, like the rest of the Mendel village, and here's what she said. The Underrealm is a region of shadow and deceit, where secrets are better left unsaid, and what little hope that remains lingers like a flickering candle on the verge of going out. The ruthless Dark Elves wage war to reassert their dominance against a new enemy, the Frostlings. Meanwhile, the combatants are oblivious to the real dangers lurking in the darkness, a supernatural plague that turns its victims into mindless fiends. Sounds like zombies. Only the peaceful Mendels heed the warning signs, but their soft, stuttering voices are lost in the dim of battle. Thus, with each passing day, the fate of the Underrealm grows bleaker. The shadows lengthen, the chill grows colder, and the flame threatens to gutter out. So it looks like Mendel continent is in trouble, basically. And then right here, the huge continent that we've all been waiting for is called Frostlund. Not Frostland, Frostlund for some reason. And it says, at the end of the tunnel lies the gleaming white of Frostlund, where the sun reflects a blinding light across the tundra, and massive ice flows drift through the frigid waters surrounding the vast glacier. Despite the challenges, the hardy Frostlings called this land home, but now the place they call home is being threatened, so their continent is being threatened as well. Ripped from plains unknown, demonic invaders beset the land in a fury of fire and steel. The Frostling tribes, unprepared and isolated, must flee before them into the Underrealm. Oh, okay. So, if you think about this, it seems like, and this is not like all of what it's being talked about, but seems like the Frostlings are going to go into the Mendel village and this continent, the Underrealm. So that's where the level 70 cap is going to be, and it's possible we might not get to the ice continent yet. That would make sense. Alright, so we've begun Kanyata, so I'll try to attack him while I'm reading this off. I'll just do Fireball the entire time. Alright, so where was I? All the while, a desperate defense tries to halt the tide, ignorant of the importance of their fight. All of Haradon hangs in the balance as an ancient magic stirs and conflict shatters the land, unearthing the very roots of the world. Hidden beneath the ice and across the frozen wasteland are the keys to reforging the world or rendering it asunder. No idea what that means. Keys which are within the demon's grasp. So, now I'm just going to talk about the content. You guys probably all know this. So it says, new changes. We proudly announce one of the most expected updates since Order and Chaos released. The next update, which you'll see in the next few days, so it's coming out next week. Oh, fuck, I died. Alright, I'll just wait for res. Will contain some of the most interesting features that will change the way you see the game so far. The first and most important feature will be the raising of the level cap from 60 to 70. So it seems like the underworld and possibly parts of the ice continent will be the level 70 cap with new quests and everything. That will bring new and interesting skills that you'll have to master in order to be in top of your game in arenas. So far they haven't mentioned anything about dungeons. 2 new zones will be unveiled, complete with quests and new items. New features include the Mechanical Recluse Exchanging Camp. Talk about that in a second. New items and business skills. New items in Nick's shop. New mounts and pets will be attainable in both new zones and the old ones. New world bosses. New daily hubs in the new zones. I think that means daily quests. We're introducing the Beauty Salon, where you can change your toon's appearance. New quest guide system will be implemented. New PvP season will begin. The standings will be reset, but you will keep your arena points. New PvP items, and finally, new mounts will be attainable in the arena if you're good enough. Alright, so I have a few thoughts about all this. First of all, the Mechanical Recluse Exchange Camp, as you can already hear from that, it's an exchange camp, which means that we will be able to exchange our gear for level 70, and not all of it. Wow, I keep dying. Alright, I'm just not even gonna worry about that. Alright, so definitely I think legendaries that people already have, like 1% of the population has, will be exchanged, because we have worked on those forever. I don't even have them yet, so I think that those people definitely need some compensation. T2 has been available forever, and we've been able to obtain it from world bosses for so long, like this one. And almost everyone has T2. So I think that T2 is not going to be exchanged, and there will instead be T3 level 70 gear eventually. But for now, it might just be blues. Like, it might be rune gear, like we had for, like, right before RKL. As for the other soul items, I guess we'll just have to see, but my main guess is that all these items won't be exchanged for other items, but instead for a certain amount of souls to get the better gear. So it really seems more likely that Gameloft would instead have us exchange like all our soul gear and our legendaries for a lot of souls, which means they'll also increase the soul cap to well over 1500 so that we can buy new equipment. So either we're going to be able to exchange or just have souls, and I'd actually rather prefer souls, because then you'd still have to like get the souls, and then you wouldn't get all your gear just from souls. So I think that's a fair way to do it. Let's see. Business skills means more painful crafting. That's one of the things that was mentioned. So the new mats that we need for like getting probably epic craft or whatever it is might be expensive. So I guess we'll have to see about that. I'm not looking forward to master crafting or whatever the new crafting level will be. As for the New World bosses, apparently there are 2, and it says, well, I'm saying that Xeno will continue to dominate those, so if you're looking forward to those, I would say just keep PvPing us for it, and hopefully you'll be able to do it. But apparently they're raid bosses, so it might be like a team of 20 can go in or something, and not like the entire server. I think they should definitely do that, but they probably won't, because Gameloft isn't that complicated. So the 2 bosses will probably be in the Underrealm and maybe the Frostlund. I guess we'll have to see. The Beauty Salon will be very interesting, but I would say don't expect a race change. All they said so far was just like looks change, so like you can change your appearance. What else? The quest guide system will make it easier for noobs to complete quests, which is a good thing overall. The new PvP system and rank reset is very important. It'll rebalance arenas, and apparently the cap is going to be 5 times what it is now daily, which is 1500, so people will be able to get gear faster. T2 PvP gear is much needed too, which is most likely coming. I'm interested to see if the new mounts will be legendary. That would be cool. Also, there's supposedly new talents, so the old talents will make some classes OP, and finally Millie will be a class to play with the Divine Breath. So let's say Millie is willing to give up the invincibility skill to finish off the Millie tree and instead get DB. This is just assuming that our current final tree goes to the end of the tree. Like Prayer of Pure Faith, that's assuming that it would go to the end of the tree, or if it just stays where it is. I think it's more likely that a really, really good skill will be at the end of each tree instead, like a new one. And the main questions that I have basically for this update overall are, will the quest take place in the Ice Continent, or will they take place in the Underrealm? And are Dark Elves, which they mentioned, a new class, race, or just NPCs? And I realized I just finished the boss. So, yeah, I know I just said a lot of stuff, and hopefully you can comprehend it, and you might have to write down some of the stuff I said to understand it. But that's it for this video. Next arena style, area of effect, I'll be doing like dungeon boss or something. Probably leveling up if the level cap is actually coming the next few days. So, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.